Stop wishing your life was different. Make it different. I kinda like you. In January 2024, I dropped a video talking about how to become successful in 2024. And I brought out different ways, processes in no particular order that you can take to actually see results in your life and, work towards things this year. Also, the most important part of that video was actually me talking about the 12-week year method at which you can use to plan your year ahead. If you've not seen that video, go watch the video. It will be linked right here. How to become successful in 2024. I spoke about you focusing on your goals, being active, accountability. A whole lot was actually explained, and I took my time to explain in details how you should go about things to just make your life better, to be successful in this new year, and again to know how to plan ahead. A lot of us want to do a lot of things. We have goals, we have dreams, but we do not even know how to achieve all of these things. We don't know how to work towards them. We don't know what to do. We don't even know how to plan things out. So if you're in the box or in the brackets of being confused, or you don't know how to navigate through the whole year, you should check out that video. But this video right now is just me wanting to talk about Q1. Okay, Q1 is the first quarter, right? So we have 4 quarters in a year, and you're going to divide your year into 4 quarters. The Q1 is first 3 months, second 3 months, third 3 months, and fourth 3 months. And you know how it is when you're starting a whole year, it feels like, oh, the 12 months, you have a whole year to achieve something. But when you use the 12-week year method, you don't have to overly think of, oh, I have this amount of time. You're just going to take a short period of time of just 3 months to achieve a goal. And after achieving that goal in that 3 months, it's because you're going to focus on that goal. It is what you're solely pursuing and trying to achieve for that 3 months. So it just makes everything easy. You don't have to overly think of, oh, I have this to do, I have that to do. It is already planned out. And I think it's a very, very smart way to actually think, because in 2024, we want to be acting smart, we want to be thinking smart, we want to be working smart, not hard, okay? So now, Q1 has passed. Have you exited your lazy girl era? See, I know this table is a very crazy table. A lot of girls out there, you're lazy, you're still sleeping in bed, you're still trying to think, oh, the year just started. I understand that in that video, talk about you not putting so much pressure on yourself. But even if you're not putting much pressure on yourself, you still have to be intentional, as I mentioned, because intentionality is what will push you to want to achieve those goals, to want to make those moves without you overthinking it. It is not pressure, it is just you being intentional about achieving the goals that you've set aside for yourself to achieve this year. And I spoke about, if you do not plan your year properly, you're gonna see yourself not doing everything you plan to do from January to December. Because imagine sometimes I actually do this, sometimes I snap out and I just forget that time is counting, okay? We're all human. Sometimes you get carried away with what you're doing. But I would say this, don't stay on the matter for too long. I understand that sometimes we fail in life and we're like, oh, I failed in this aspect, what do I do? It's taking you so long to get up. Sis, try to pull yourself together and try to get up. Don't dwell on that matter for too long, okay? Before I go into a little explanation of how I went about my own Q1, because I'm going to share a little bit of the things I can share out, and the ones I cannot share yet, I'm going to keep them to myself. When it is time to share them, I will share them. Number 1 is not to be negative. See, you need all the positivity in this whole life. See, guys, one of the things I realized this year, I've always known this, but I think I realized it more this year, that there's a lot of power in our tongues. There are just some things you say into existence, and it's just like that. The power of the tongue is stronger than what we all think. Sometimes you just say things and you begin to see, for example, me, there are some things I said that, oh, I want this, I want to do that, I prayed about so actively, and I'm just beginning to see them, and I'm like, I've not even made a move towards this, I only just said it. So there's a power in your tongue. You don't want to be negative towards yourself. You don't want to be saying things negatively. You don't want to have negative energy around you, because there's a way that, some people carry this aura that just, that just kind of blocks your success or blocks your, I don't know how to put this, but if you know, you don't want bad energy around you. You definitely want to be positive. And another thing is accountability. I spoke about accountability. I can never stress this enough. It's very important for you to be accountable to yourself, okay? If you want to be that girl, achieve those goals this year, I understand that some people have not started that year yet. This is still March, first Q, it's just about to pass. We're at the end of first quarter. If you've not started your year, it is fine, it is all right, you've not killed anybody. But it is actually high time you actually get your ass off your bed and start doing something for yourself. Start doing something that you'll be proud of. Honestly, there's nobody that starts a journey of success. No matter the struggles you go through, no matter how you try to push through and do everything, you're still going to be happy with your progress. Do things long enough to see results. Okay, so for example, you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to do something, you're trying to, like, you know, put in your effort into something. You're not seeing the growth yet, you're not seeing what you expect to see yet at a particular period of time. Keep doing it. I keep saying this. So far, you're doing what is right. You're trying to push yourself, trying to do like what you know how to do best, and you've acquired knowledge in that aspect, in that area. You're not blabbing, you're not like fooling yourself. You're actually on the right track. Keep doing it, okay? You cannot just give in to mediocrity. You cannot give in to procrastination and just expect things to happen for you. You actually really need to work towards them, for them to actually come to realization, for you to even be proud of yourself that, oh, I said this, I wanted to do this, and I've gotten it done. You know, the joy that comes with that is a whole lot. But you actually need to put in the effort for you to be able to get something out of it. That is how it works. You cannot expect something to happen if you've not actually not put in the effort to make it happen, if that makes any sense. Another thing I want to say that I don't think I mentioned this in the last video is that, guys, you actually really need to start setting alarms, or maybe get like an habits tracker. I do not use an habits tracker, I use alarms. If I show you my phone right now, there are loads of alarms that I have on my phone set for different periods, different things I want to do at like every time of the day. My alarm is always there to remind me, which is very important, because I want to show you guys what I'm trying to talk about, just so you understand what I mean. For example, these are my alarms, okay? These are my alarms. It's very hard for me to miss out on something. I understand that as human, sometimes we get carried away, sometimes we get like, our attention gets divided, and you know, we slip away from things that we really plan to do. I'm actually here again to remind you that you had a plan at the beginning of the year. You had goals, you have dreams, you have things that you want to achieve in 2024. You don't want to get to December and regret that. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why did I make that move? Make that move already, okay? Stop procrastinating. Procrastination ruins dreams. I'm not even lying to you guys. Procrastination actually will make you think, oh, let me do it later, let me do it later. There's a next time. There's always a, like, it's never too late to start. I understand that it's never too late to start, but imagine you start now and you get your dream life early. See how beautiful that will be, you know? That's because you've actually made effort to get it at the time that you're getting it. And I'm going to speak about mindset. See, your mindset is just everything. If you do not have the right mindset for success, you do not have the right mindset for, you know, breakthrough, there's no how you're going to be successful. There's no how you're going to break through. Because your mindset is that mental attitude at which you interpret things, you know, put what, like, your mindset carries everything. Your mindset embodies everything, okay? If your mindset is at the wrong place, sis, you're going to miss it. So you need to have the right mindset for success and actually be ready to be successful. Actually be ready to, like, you know, get your dream life, get your shit together. Nobody's coming to save you. No Messiah is coming to save you if you do not save yourself. Even if they'll save you, at least you've done something for yourself. At least you put yourself out there for you to be seen, to be saved, okay? So you actually want to do things that you really need to do just so you can get certain results, okay? You have to do certain things to get certain results, okay? And then one of the things that's really helped me this year is that even though I have like my goals set out, I have my plan set out, my dreams, things I want to achieve at the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, everything all written down, you know, planned in a particular place. Guys, you really have to be hungry. You actually need to be hungry for more. You actually really need to be hungry for what you want. You cannot just say, oh, I want this, oh, I want that. I am mediocre, and you're not, like, there's no attitude, there's no energy towards what you want to do. For example, now, let us go into my own Q1. My Q1 for this year, part of the plan for my Q1 this year is actually to launch a brand that I've been planning since last year. So I started this production for my brand that I'm trying to push. I'm actually not supposed to talk about it yet because it's yet to drop. It's going to drop in April. But regardless, you know, we're having this conversation already, so let's just dive into it. So I started a production for my brand last year, 2023. I think it was around this time last year. Yeah, it was around this time last year that I started the production. And, you know, one thing about me is that I'm a perfectionist. I like things to go pretty well, you know, push this, push that, try to put things in place before I launch, just so when the product is finally launching, it's launching proper. It's not launching in a mediocre way or we're not prepared. Like, we're ready to take orders, we're ready to do everything. Everything is on check. So we've been going like on and on with production and everything. Now, the products are supposed to be ready to be launched for Q1, then launch at Q2, early Q2, if that makes any sense. That was like my main goal. That's what I've been putting a lot of my energy in, aside from my content creation career, you know, YouTube and every other thing that I do. But this was one of my goals. Like, I want to launch this at either the ending of Q1 or early Q2. If you don't understand the QQQ, I'm saying it's quarter 1 or quarter 2, all right? So it is ready now to be launched. It is ready and everything. I've already worked towards that. I actually put in some effort, some energy, some everything, you know, underground work to make that work. If I did not put in the effort and everything, if I did not plan on when I want to launch, when I want to do, has production gone well, have I seen, you know, if I've not put all of these things in place, there's no how I'm going to get these results, if you get what I mean. So that's what I'm trying to say. That is like one of my plans for Q1. Another plan I had for Q1 is you start to actually, you know, start collaborating with people. And this is another thing I said about power of the tongue. For example, I really wanted to start collaborating with people this year that, okay, let me do a few collaborations here and there, you know, just so I can actually buy into other people's audience and all of that. You know, it's just about growing, getting better, trying to like put yourself out there more. Most of the people I've even collaborated with this year, I did not even reach out to them. They reached out to me, and I had like a mindset of reaching out to a few people. You know, just look at how that happened. You know, it is just me professing, me just saying, oh, I want to do this. You know, even if I'm speaking to myself, even if I'm speaking in my own corner, it is actually happening. It is manifesting. Whatever you say with your mouth, you don't want to be negative, to be honest. I'm not even going to lie about this. And another thing that I want us to actually put in place is to actually celebrate and appreciate our small wins, okay? I'm sure some people have gotten like some contracts, some jobs. It might be small, it might not be all that, but appreciate your small wins. You know, there's just that happiness and joy and, you know, fulfillment that comes with gratitude. If you are, even to God, if you thank God that, oh my God, I thank you so much for this thing that you've done for me, definitely He wants to do more, because He has seen your attitude to that small win. He's definitely going to want to do a bigger thing for you. I personally sometimes get carried away, like, oh my God, I wanted this, I wanted that, forgetting the small wins. But honestly, I had to change my mindset towards that and begin to see that even if this is small, I achieved this. Some people don't even have this. Some people don't even have this figured out in their life. So try to begin to celebrate your small wins, acknowledge them, okay? Take out time to breathe and just, you know, look at things you've done. Don't dwell on it too much, but you actually need to acknowledge that you've achieved those things. And I'm going to say this too. Another thing that's really helped me this year that I think that I don't even know how to express this enough is pray before you start whatever you want to do. Okay, there's something I started at the point that if I want to go out, I pray. If I want to make a move, I pray. I don't know. Normally, I pray when I'm starting my day, but when I'm now like doing something that requires maybe energy or requires mental, you know, my mental state to be in it or whatnot, I just pray. Like consciously, unconsciously, everything just goes well for me. That has kind of like helped in a way or the other, because it has helped like shape my day. I'm even seeing the day positively because I feel like I have backing. I have God's backing. God got me. I've prayed about this. This will work well. And again, another thing about, you know, having the right mindset is just that when you have the right mindset, you don't have a doubting spirit. We're all human. We doubt sometimes, but you do not want to dwell on your doubting mind too much, okay? You want to like still be able to like have the courage to have the right mindset, to be positive, to affirm yourself, to just do things that you think you would normally not do. And then one thing I want to put out there is that there's nothing that you cannot achieve. So far, you can see somebody else doing that thing. Even if somebody else has not done it, there are things that just one person started those things. You know, they failed at it several times and they ended up winning. If you can see the possibility to win in it, just keep doing it. So don't think there's anything that, oh, this is too big, this dream is too big. There's no dream that is too big. People that are billionaires, they don't have two heads. You can see their head, it is just one. Okay, it is just one. They probably worked smart. They probably had like better opportunity and information to, you know, to get certain things that helped boost their career or that helped turn their life around. But regardless, you need to believe it. If you believe it, you can get it. If you believe it, do you know the power of belief? The power of belief is crazy, because you're just like, this thing, I'm gonna get it. And by the time you get it done, you just be surprised, like, really? Like, it's already happening. It is crazy. You really need to believe in your dreams, believe in your goals, and you definitely see them coming to realization. So if others can do it, you can do it. Another thing I'll say is that in this year, sometimes you want to sit back, introspect, and ask yourself, what am I doing? You know that sometimes that you get carried away, you know, or you're going, you're not like giving yourself rest, putting your health on check or whatever. Ask yourself questions, because I say this all the time. You cannot lie to yourself. Only you know what the state of your bank account is, you know the state of your health, you know what you're going through, you know your real life experiences, because it is your experience, it's no other person's experience but your experience. So ask yourself questions, you know, sit down, introspect, think, take that, you know, mental step to like exercise your brain, think, introspect, look at how things are going. What do you think can be changed? What do you think can be done differently? You know, all of these questions, ask yourself, because at the end of the day, you got you. Whatever you do for yourself, whatever achievements you get to have, it is all yours. It is yours to like be proud of. It is yours to like, you know, own. You don't want to lie to yourself. You want to ask yourself questions. So sometimes just take out time, ask yourself, where am I lagging behind? Where do I need to do better? What am I doing wrongly? And all of these questions, it's very, very important that you do this for yourself, because you do not want a life that you're lying to yourself, you're deceiving yourself. Everybody's life and experience is different. Some people are going to become a billionaire at 50. Some will become at 30. Everybody has a different timeline to life. Better you start early. At that young age, you're already trying to achieve those dreams. You're already getting to that thing. You're already getting your goal. There's a joy that comes with it. You know that even if you want to retire later, you can retire a little earlier than you would if you begin to like earn certain money at a point. But as I said, everybody's life is different. Everybody's experiences are different. And what one person can achieve in 1 month, some other people has to take 2 years to achieve it. I'm not going to take that away, but starting early is another way to like just kind of boycott that, if you get what I mean. So another method to actually like go through this journaling, okay? Journaling too helps. I'm not gonna lie. This year, I told you guys early this year in the other video that I'm gonna try to start journaling more this year. You know, write down my small wins, write down about my day, write down my goals, write down things that I want to do and all of that. I've been doing that, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have been loving it, because I don't ever feel like journaling is old-fashioned. I don't think journaling can ever be old-fashioned to me. Of course, if you prefer to write on your iPad, on your MacBook, on your phone, or wherever you like to, even if it's on your Android, wherever it is that works for you, journal, try to write things down, write those wins down, write. Introspect, think, write, okay? It really helps. And then to be successful in 2024, you really need to exit your lazy girl era. It is enough. Are you not tired of not seeing growth? Are you not tired of not seeing changes? You really want to see changes. You really want your life to change for the better, for the best. Exit your lazy girl era. Begin to do things differently. When you wake up in the morning, pray, get up from your bed. If you're still lying down, we're all guilty of this. I'm guilty of this too sometimes. But try to get up from your bed, open your window, see the light of the day, and start your day, honestly. In 2024, you actually want to achieve those dreams. In 2024, you actually want to be that girl. Everybody has different ways of thinking of them being that girl or how to become that girl. But adding value to your life can never be old-fashioned. Adding value to your own life, you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy for like the things you've done for yourself. Because do you know what it means to invest in yourself? Self-investment, I think that's one of the best things. Like, that's one of the most beautiful things in life, because you are legit investing in your own self. You're the one that's going to see the results. It is happening to you. You're seeing the beauty of your investment. You're seeing the beauty of what you've taken out your time to do. It is too beautiful. Okay, so you actually really want to invest in yourself, invest in your life, invest in your career. If you're a career person, definitely keep pushing. Definitely keep working on yourself. Nobody outgrows learning, okay? I'm still learning. You too should still be learning. Read books. Open your mind. Be open-minded. Try to actually be open to getting information. Honestly, some of us these days are just too like one-sided, on focused on what we're doing, like our lives only. We're not trying to open our ears. Sometimes try to open your ears to what is happening, okay? There are informations that can help you. For example, there might be investment plans that you might want to do. I'm not saying MMM, I'm not saying all this scam investments, okay? Investment that are actually really legit, that you can actually do. And then I once spoke about how to be financially stable in your 20s. If you really want to know about that, you should check this video out here. See, financial stability is actually very important, okay? You actually want to learn how to make your money work for you. You do not want to be stagnant. You do not want to be static. You do not want to live a life that when you grow old, when you get to the retirement age, you're still borrowing. You're still not living a good life. You're still behind. I said this in the last video, people celebrating success. For example, now, Rihanna was a successful artist when she was still really singing, and now with her business, she's successful too. Everybody's celebrating her. If she failed at it, trust me, nobody will be shouting Rihanna, bad girl, Riri, the way they are right now. So that is to say that people like to affiliate themselves with success, okay? So try to put your best foot forward, try to work on yourself so that you're in that, so that you can even be celebrated. Don't you like to be celebrated? I love to be celebrated, even if not people celebrating, but me celebrating myself, because I know the work I put in. I know how hard I work, I know how smart I work, I know how much I try to put in the effort and everything. So I want to celebrate myself, okay? So you do not want to be the one behind when everybody is forward, trying to get their shit together, trying to like just live their dream life. You want to be there too. You want to be happy. You want to live a very good life and comfortable life, okay? You want to live a secured life. See, living a secured life is one of my biggest dream. I do not want to live a life of scarcity. I do not want to live a life of management. And again, I feel like we really need to look at our lives, look at the things that we want for ourselves, and then be grateful. I'm saying this because I remember when I was in university, and I was just like, oh, before I get married, after school, I want to get my own house. I want to have staffs work for me. And when I was saying get my own house, I wasn't just saying one room apartment or a self-contained. And I would not even say that I've not stayed in that before. When I moved to Lagos at first, I was staying in a self-contained. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Everything is processed. But right now, I'm staying in a 4-bedroom terrace. That is growth. That is me seeing. I'm looking at my younger self, and I'm grateful for the steps that I took at the time that I took those steps, because they actually brought me to this point, helped me achieve these goals. The more you grow, the more your expenses expand, okay? That is why you shouldn't really postpone enjoyment, to be honest, because you don't know what the future will say. See what dollar was last year in Nigeria. See what it is right now. Change is definitely constant, okay? So try to do the things you want to do right now. Try to push forward and just see those things, your dreams, come to realization. I really do not want to talk so much about finances in this video, but regardless, we actually need to get that part of our lives too secured, because no matter how much we're trying to say, oh, how to be successful, when you're successful, you're financially stable, or you're working towards being financially stable, okay? So when you get to that part, you really need to know how to save money, how to know your wants from your needs, how to put your life together in a way that you are not just making money and spending everything at the goal. You have something to fall back at, and then having reasons to save for actually helps. For example, if you want to purchase a property, you want to purchase a land, you want to purchase you want to invest in something, you want to buy a stock or whatnot, and you're working towards it, it actually makes it better for you to plan and save towards that. Working towards becoming successful, you do not always want to work for your money. Sometimes you want your money to work for you. Not even sometimes, most of the times you want your money to work for you. You want to be sleeping and be making money. For example, you already have an investment somewhere that is growing, that is becoming better. Because one thing I'm going to say for sure is that if you leave your money in your bank account, it's going to be there, the same amount. Nothing's going to change. And things will keep getting expensive. Life will keep changing. For example, as I said earlier, what we're buying in Nigeria this year wasn't what we're buying last year, okay? So life is not stagnant. Things will keep changing. So when you're in the journey of becoming successful at what you do, learning how to save, how to balance up your life, even if you're beginning to earn higher. For example, now, when you're younger, maybe you could not afford some kind of luxury items. Know how to put that money aside for those things, and know the money not to touch, money that you should use to invest, money that should work for you, so that you do not go back to where you were coming from. So now let me talk about my goals for Q1. I already spoke about my products I was trying to launch. That was my main goal. And if you paid attention to the first video that I made about how to be successful in 2024, I spoke about having one solid goal for the month, that you cannot have some other little taxes that you have alongside your main goal, okay? Because it kind of makes everything easy for you to achieve. You're not working on plenty things at the same time, but at the same time you're still working on other things. Our goals are different. You might be working towards having a better meal plan, having a better body. It could be anything. It might even be you wanting to go learn a skill or whatnot. Everybody has their goals and what they want to work for them. For example, me now, I haven't planned everything out. One of my major goals for this first quarter was actually my business plan. Is at least let's say 80% ready to be launched right now, which I'm really proud of myself for. And another thing that I really planned for first quarter was to actually be consistent with my content creation career. And I think I've done that to a very large extent, and I'm really proud of myself because it is not easy. Some days you're really tired, some days you have like jobs, because content creation, so now you working for brands and you working for yourself are two different things, okay? When you sometimes you have brand shoes that are like back to back, that one is already like bulk money that you've been paid for, or rather, or maybe you might be paid for in the future. But working for yourself, you know, trying to create that time for your own personal content. I actually really wanted to do a lot of personal content this year. I've done, so a large extent, some, you know, so, and I've achieved, and I'm actually getting closer to my goals. For my YouTube channel, for example, I've not gotten the results that I wanted for my first quarter, but the way YouTube works, you might want something right now, you're working towards it, it might not happen right now, and everything you've wanted for like 3 years might just happen in a month. You really cannot tell how that will play out. All you need to do is just keep, you know, putting the work forward and being consistent. And another thing about my YouTube growth, for example, I can afford to promote my videos and everything, but I'm actually really looking towards, you know, getting that organic engagement, I just really want it to be organic, to be honest. That's why I'm taking, because some people come to my channel, oh my God, your videos are so good, your content is so great, why is it not having like as much views as it should? We're gonna get there, okay? And that is why I said, when you're doing something, do it long enough to get results, okay? The results time will come. It just feels like building a house. So let me not even use building a house. Building, planting, growing a plant. You water it, it has a seed level and everything. When it begins to grow and blossom, you're still gonna dare to reap the fruit of your labor, okay? So that's what it is. So now my goals for Q1, the brand thingy that I wanted to do, done, like almost ready. The content creation part I wanted to do, like I actually really put in a lot of efforts in that. And then another thing I was struggling with too is stability, okay? Being stable with like everything that I do, because I have a whole lot I do, you know, managing my business, managing my social media career, doing this, doing that. Of course, I have staff that works for me, but as a business owner, you still have to oversee your thing. There's a lot more of you than them, to be honest. They are just doing what they are being paid for, but you have to like oversee everything to make everything like really perfect until it gets to the level that you know that, okay, I do not need to be here anymore for anything to happen, you know. But when you're still at the growing stage, you actually need to be there. You need to be there. You need to be. I even feel like there's no time you wouldn't be there, except that you have like people that have taken the business more personal to themselves, like oversee things when you're unavailable. And then one of the things that I planned for this Q1 that I did not get to start sadly was to start going to the gym, and that was because, I don't know, this Q1, I just had a few problems with my car. Either they take the car, I want to start on Monday, they bring it back on Tuesday or Wednesday, you know, it's just been a whole lot. And then I've been busy with some other things too, you know, sleeping late sometimes and not being able to work. I know that all of these are excuses. I'm trying to work towards, but for Q2, I'm really going to try to like work towards this because I really want to like get that body, okay? I know a lot of times whenever I say I want to get that body, people are always like, oh, you already have a nice body. I know I do, but I still need to be fit, okay? So yeah, there's that. This is for you to know, this is for you to see that as much as I've put everything out there, planned it for my Q1, some things might not work, some things might work, you know. We're all human, we can skip on some things, we can get carried away sometimes, but just knowing when to like be back on your feet, just knowing when to begin to put that effort back and, you know, work towards those things and achieve those goals is actually very important. And just being intentional about those goals is what is important, because now the intentional part of me is me wanting to work towards it in Q2 since I was not able to work towards it in Q1, if you get what I mean. So now what I'm going to say again is check out the first video for you to understand much more about this 12-week year. But if I'm going to break it down a little more, it's just, you know, dividing your year into 4 quarters, turning each month of the 4 quarters to a year and picking one solid goal and achieving that solid goal that quarter. If you want to understand better, check the other video. And if you have any question, ask me down in the comment section, okay? I'll gladly respond to all of this. So then another thing I'm going to say is that if you've not started working on these goals, if you have things that you plan for this year, you're yet to start, you're yet to begin to, you know, put those efforts in, work towards those things, the time is now. Begin now. Start doing that thing now, okay? It's never too late to start, because even in my other video I spoke about, whenever you see this video, whenever you think you want to begin to start making the move. It does not have to be appropriately the way it is planned, because it depends on like different things happens at different time, okay? What matters is actually working towards that goal and achieving it. That is what matters. So now this is actually a reminder to a lot of people out there that had goals for the first quarter that did not achieve it, this is another time to achieve those goals. Okay, so get your ass up from your bed, go work towards those goals and achieve them. I love you so much. And I did not even introduce myself in the beginning. I mean, you already know it's your favorite girl, Modella. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you have any question about everything I've discussed in this video, drop it down in the comment section. I will gladly attend to all of your questions. All right, I'm gonna see you again in the next quarter. Make sure you keep enjoying your life and don't forget to achieve your goals. See you on my next video, guys. Bye, guys.